Right, now that we have the motors on the lower board and we have the Arduino and the servo motor and the ultrasonic center at the top, what we want to do now is to start doing the wiring. Right, the first thing that we want to do is to connect the two wires that are coming from the battery to the driver for the motors. What we have to do first is to put in the red wire. It is going to go onto the first connector, and the black wire from the battery will go into the second connector. With these two in place, you want to just tighten the screws to make sure that they are held in place. So those are the two, the red wire and the black wire coming from the battery. The next thing is we want to connect the wire that is coming from the servo. You have to pass it through this hole to bring it to the top, where it is going to be connected to the shield that is plugged onto the Arduino. This wire, the brown wire that is on the servo, is the ground, and the orange wire is the signal wire. The middle wire, which is red, is the power wire. Just before we connect it, we are going to use these connectors these pins that are over here. The inside row of pins are the signal wires, the middle ones are the voltage wires, and the outside ones are going to be the ground wires. So the way we are going to connect the servo is we are going to have the yellow wire going onto the signal part of the shield. So we are going to connect this onto pin number 3 like this. That's for the servo. The next thing that we want to connect is the IR receiver. The IR receiver, we have a small connector cable that we have here. The white side obviously goes to the IR line, and then we are going to connect again. The white wire in this particular case is the signal wire, the red wire is the voltage wire, the green is the black wire, is going to be the ground, and this is going to be connected onto pin number 12 like this. Now that we have connected the IR wire, the next positions that we are going to connect are the line trackers. We have 3 connectors that we have. So what we are going to do, we are going to go on to the bottom panel and connect these. We flip it over, we connect it like this. That's our number 1, number 2, and our line tracker number 3. Right, we're going to connect them onto the shield now. We're going to start with sensor number 1, which is this one. So we're going to put it through the hole so that we don't get it wrong. We're going to do one at a time. Alright. And the sensor number 1 is going to be connected onto pin number 11. It goes through the other hole also. It has to go through 2 holes because now these things are going to be connected like this. Go through that hole, the second hole, and then this is sensor number 1. It is going to go to pin number 11 like this. Just make sure that the white wire goes onto the signal. Right. Then we are going to check the sensor number 2, which is this one. We go first through the first hole, into the second hole, and we are going to connect it to pin number 4 on the shield like this. Then we go on and get the last sensor through the first hole as we did with the other 2, through the second hole, and sensor number 3 will be hooked onto pin number 2 on the shield, just pay close attention to the orientation. The wire, the white wire is always going to be the signal, the red wire is for the voltage, and the black wire is going to be our ground. That completes the wiring of the 3 sensors and the IR receiver. Right, with that completed, what we want to do now is to connect the driver for the motor onto the shield. So you're going to need you are going to need 6 wires that are going to move, that are going to be connected to the driver itself, like this. And then you pass the wires through the hole like this. Then on the shield, the way I'm going to do it is to make sure that the green wire will be located like this, and you are going to put this from pin number 5 to 10 on the shield. Let's make sure that they are in their respective order. So they are going to occupy the slot number 5 to 10. That completes the wiring of the sensors at the bottom, the driver, the IR pin, and the servo motor. The next part that we are going to wire in is the ultrasonic sensor. The next wires that we are going to put, which are going to be the final wires to put on this smart car, are going to be the ultrasonic sensor wires. We are going to use 4 of them. So the first thing to do is to put them on, to connect them onto the sensor itself. We're going to put the voltage first, and then we're going to put the echo and trigger pin wires. This is the trigger wire. And our ground. And this now on the shield, what we are going to do is to make sure that we plug them correctly. Right, our black wire is our ground, so we're going to put it on ground along the A5 line. That is going to be our ground. Then we're going to plug in the voltage wire, which is the red wire, in. Right, we know that our trig wire here is the white wire, so our trig pin is going to be A5 on the shield, and then our echo wire is going to be on A4 on the shield. So we have all the wires connected. We're going to tighten these as we go along. So we have our echo and trig pins in, and then the voltage and ground pin. This completes all the wiring that we need. Now the next thing that we want to do is to put our post that separates the top half from the bottom half. And we are going to use these 6 copper posts, and they are going to be supported using these screws that we have. So starting from the bottom, we're going to put first post, second post, third post, you want to make sure that the ultrasonic sensor is facing the same direction with your the line tracking sensors, because if you put it in the reverse, then it's not going to work well. So using the remaining screws, you are going to secure the top portion of the smart card. And we put the last two. I just snug these in. The last thing is just putting on the wheels. Alright, this completes the assembling of the smart car. The next thing that we want to do now is to program it. And we are going to program it in 3 different sections. The first one is where we are going to control it using the ultrasonic sensor. The second part using the line tracking sensor. The third part using the IR receiver. And then the third part where we are going to use a remote control. See you in the next video. Thank you.